some places you get a bit of an unsure vibe when you park up, don't you? Where you're like, is it nice? Is it not nice? Not really with this place.
Not really.
I mean, it's called Miami Beach.
Looks alright for the night.
It looks alright for the night.
Super beautiful for the night.
What did you say?
Super beautiful for the night.
Super beautiful for the night.
Yeah.
I agree, mate. And I read somewhere that there's a park somewhere close by.
Okay.
Shall we go and explore a little bit?
No, not now.
Okay.
Because I want to play yes.
You want to play bingo, do you?
Yeah.
Just got to buy Miami Beach, mate. You want to play bingo?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We can play bingo.
We can do what we want.
We can do whatever we want, can't we, mate? High five for that one. What did you get? What is it?
5.
Right. What's the plan, Charlie?
I found a
Play park?
play area.
Play area. Whoa, look how nice this beach is.
Yes. Wow.
Wow.
Mama, and food.
Tell you what, that's 2 for 2, that is. We left this beautiful place this morning
Yeah.
and we've landed in another beautiful place.
Yeah, this is stunning. This is feels like a nicer park in the last night if you're being like snobby.
If you're being snobby, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so we're about 150 kilometres south of Barcelona at the moment on the very east coast of España.
España.
Yeah, it's really
Almost
nice.
done in Spain.
We are, yeah, just a couple more days and we're going to be in France, aren't we?
Yeah, it feels strange.
Just feels strange, yeah. It feels strange now that we've come into this part of the country as well, because here they don't speak Spanish really, it's Catalan.
Yeah.
So on all the road signs and everything, it's Catalan, it's like a different language. It's almost like a version of Spanish. I didn't know this. But all of a sudden all the road signs had like 2 versions of everything. And apparently if you hear it spoken, it's really quite different to Spanish. So for us who've just sort of gotten used to Spanish, being around the Spanish language and whatever, it all changes again. But then I guess in a few days' time, it'll be French. So. World's strongest mama. How good is it having a world's strongest mama, Charlie?
Good.
She's the best, isn't she?
The best. You heard the words.
I think it looks like we found Mecca for vans and motorhomes.
Yeah. We'll only get a day.
Yeah, we got to keep moving really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Always feels a bit sour when you find a really, really nice spot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But
It's the life at the moment.
yeah.
Morning. Oh, tell you what, you get used to waking up with views like this. This is a stunning little area. Right now we're on the Costa Brava, I think it is. And this is one of those areas in Spain where you hear quite a lot of nice things about, and so far it's definitely living up to it. As we've been sort of planning our next couple of stops, where we're going to stop off tonight and tomorrow and stuff, it looks like we're heading up into the really nice like national parks in the very northeast of Spain above Barcelona. Yeah, it just looks really, really nice, sort of all the way up now. Yeah, it also looks like tomorrow we're probably going to be spending our last day in Spain. So if you tune in next week on next week's video, chances are you'll see us in France, which feels really strange. We've obviously been on Spanish territory for quite a while now. We got over here in January, and obviously now it's like the middle of April. Obviously during that time we've been on the mainland a bit, and we've been over on the Canary Islands and Tenerife and stuff. But yeah, it feels strange to be leaving Spanish land, getting used to a new language and seeing new road signs and stuff. But it's all part of the adventure. This part of Spain seems really lovely. It's also the part that we're going to be seeing the least of, because obviously we're sort of on a bit of a schedule now, trying to get back up to Sweden. So it feels a bit sour to be just driving on through, but that's sort of how it is, and that's the decision that we made when we decided to stay in Tenerife for so long. But obviously you just make the most of it and you enjoy it on the way up. But yeah, the reason that we can't stop off too much is obviously we're on a bit of a schedule now. Molin has her cancer scan dates booked. Those are about 3 weeks from now. So we've got essentially 3 weeks to get from where we are now in the northeast of Spain all the way up through France, all the way up through Germany, and then finally Denmark and over to Sweden. It feels weird to be heading back for a few reasons. Obviously we've spent a lot of time on the road and in these really beautiful sunny coastal places and whatever, but it feels odd to be heading back to doing scans and stuff. It feels a little bit like we sort of left that behind a few months ago, and it's been a long time since we've had to properly think about cancer and think about hospitals and things like that. So yeah, it feels a bit odd, but hopefully it's just a case of getting the scans done, getting the thumbs up, and then enjoying a beautiful summer in probably in Sweden.
So yeah, like Tom said, we are getting closer and closer to Sweden again, and it's with mixed feelings that we are travelling back home. It feels really nice in one way to come home and see everybody that we missed, and we're gonna start building some stuff on the van, changing some bits that we've not been happy with, so that feels really fun and exciting. But it also very much feels like the closer we get to Sweden, the more my anxiety levels are getting. Because I know that as soon as we get home, I got so many doctor's appointments, and while we've been away, we've been living in this bubble where cancer doesn't exist, where we've just enjoyed being us, where we've just been able to live and recover from everything that's been, and we've not had to think much about cancer and checkups and all of that comes with being sick. And it's been really nice to just be in this bubble where cancer doesn't exist anymore. And now all of a sudden, the closer we get to home, the more appointments I get booked in, and the more messages I get from different doctors saying you need to check this, you need to do this. And already the first week, I think we got 4 doctor's appointments, and then it's also one that's not booked where I have to go and take tests and blood work and stuff. And it feels so sad that it's not just that feeling of going home and it's an excitement to come home and see people again. It's just takes everything away from it, that you feel like, all right, now I'm going home to be sick again. And the feeling of what if the scans show anything? Because that's obviously the main thing that the doctor's appointments is. It's the 6-month checkup to see that nothing has come back. And the what if just feels very scary at the moment. And I know we've not been talking much about cancer the last 4 months probably, to be honest. And that's the nice thing. The reason we've not spoke about it is because we've not thought about it. We've not felt sick. We've not felt all of this hanging over us. And now the cloud is starting to come back a little bit. At the same time, I feel really grateful and happy that we've had these 4 months where we could just travel and enjoy life and recover as a family. And it feels really nice to have that in the baggage going into this scan. But also, if it shows something this time, it's also that I think, like, was that it? Did we only get 4 months and we can't start travelling again in the autumn as we planned? And I know that we don't know anything yet, but obviously your mind spins around everywhere when stuff like this is going on. And it feels like a strange situation to be in, because we're planning so much. We're planning so much for the summer, we're planning for the autumn, we're planning for when Charlie starts school and all of this. But in reality, we don't really know what's going to happen after this scan. Like, we don't know what if it shows anything. Then we can't really plan, but you have to plan. And it's all just, it becomes quite messy in your head, to be honest. So yeah, going home feels exciting, but also feels very much like going back home to be sick again, and that sucks, to be honest. But hopefully all the scans is alright and we can keep living the life as we have planned, and if not, then we just have to deal with that. But it is hard to deal with all of it, because it's exhausting to travel, it's exhausting to start getting all this anxiety feelings over life again. It's hard to enjoy the moment when you're worried about what's going to show on the scan. But it's just to try to take one day at a time and take a deep breath and think that we can't worry about stuff that we don't know yet. And it's easier said than done, but it's just to try to keep focusing on that, I think. Hej! Vill du komma och vara med?
Ja.
Kom du.
Hey!
What you been doing? You have to talk English to the camera.
Vargsöj.
Vi kan lägga på text annars om du vill prata svenska.
Jag pratar sig.
Du vill prata svenska? Okej, vad gör du för något?
Jag leker.
Har du varit i lekparken?
Ja.
Ja, är det roligt då?
Ja.
Ja. Är det kallt ute idag?
Inte så kallt som vi trodde.
Det är inte så kallt som ni trodde, var skönt.
Jag ville visa dig när jag gjorde superfart.
Oj, superfart på vad?
På den andra gången.
Wow, då är det bäst vi går och kollar.
Ja.
Ja, får vi säga we have to go to the park now.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye! Där får du hålla.
All right, it's we're moving on.
Yeah.
It's we're getting further and further north now, and
Freezing.
yeah,
Well, it's not compared to what we left, but for us it feels freezing.
yeah. At the moment, it feels freezing. 9 degrees, I think we've got right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cold.
It is cold.
Definitely.
Definitely.
But
we need to get more clothes out.
yeah, I took my jeans out yesterday.
This is
Sad
all
day.
the long stuff I got. I need to go find some fleeces and stuff.
Yeah. It's a sad day when we have to surrender the flip flops.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not giving that up. I'm not putting shoes on.
But yeah, thanks very much for watching this one. Make sure you follow along with the journey and see what happens when we get back up to Sweden.
Yeah. Keep your fingers crossed for us that everything looks all right.
Please do. We'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.